Hey everybody, Mark Herman, aka LA Bengal fan, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, repping the Bengals for the AFC Northerners. First of all, I want to apologize for my lack of energy. I was evacuated Friday morning at like 1:30. My police knocking at my door. Live in Porter Ranch. I've been part of the California wildfires. It's been a rough few days. As you can see, my home office is still here, so that's a good thing. But it's been an eventful few days. Let me just give you two statistics, and that'll kind of sum up the game today. 40-20, that was time of possession. They had the ball twice as long as we did. 30-270, that's the difference in rushing yards. This was only close because the Ravens aren't that good, and because we got a kickoff return for a touchdown. This offense was only able, red zone problems continue. This offense was only able, in between the junk touchdown that we ended the game with and the touchdown we got on a kickoff return to start the game, this offense was only able to muster 3 points. 3 legitimate points. So that just tells you everything you need to know. There were some positives today. Not all positives, but we did get Pratt out on the field for an extended amount of time. He had 6 tackles. I think he had 5 tackles and an assist. He looks lost in coverage when the Ravens were real good getting the ball to their tight ends, and at times some of the responsibility for coverage was Pratt. And he kind of looks lost. So he needs to be out there. This is why he needs to be out there. If he's going to become a quality starter for us, he needs to cut his teeth. And why not do it now in live game action and learn? So that's what we need to be doing. I was glad to see him out there. Auden Tate just continues to look awesome. He is so good at the contested catch. I'm in a dynasty league, and I'm waiting because I have really good wide receivers, but I do want to stash him for next year. So I'm hoping he hangs around so I can grab Auden Tate, because I think next year if AJ's still with us, and I think he will be, and we'll talk about that in a second. I really think he's going to be a great compliment, and he's going to be a great red zone target because, like I said, he'll go up and get it. You watched him all day go up and get the contested ball. So Auden Tate looked really good. My question is, when are we going to see Finley? We had Dalton make some bad decisions, tried to force one into Tyler Boyd, another red zone interception when the game was close early on. I mean, if you want to get the touchdown on special teams and you want to add to it, you can't be doing stuff like that. And there were times where Andy didn't get a lot of the sacks all occurred at the end of the game. So during the middle of the game, they left in time. Andy just wasn't hitting receivers outside of Auden Tate. And Erickson had some nice catches today, although he's still not our starting wide receiver. So let's talk about AJ Green for a second. AJ Green seems like he wants to stay with the club. He's saying all the things that I remember as a kid hearing Kirby Puckett say when he was playing for the Minnesota Twins. The Red Sox offered Kirby Puckett a lot more money to leave Minnesota, and he said, I don't care about the money. I'm not pulling my kids from school. I'm not uprooting my whole family. I make plenty of money playing a game that I used to play for free. And that was Kirby Puckett's attitude. I always respected it. I always loved Kirby Puckett as a player. Probably a lot of you don't remember this because you're younger than me, but I remember Kirby Puckett going in and playing games in Boston and getting booed because the Boston fans would not understand that Kirby Puckett didn't care about the money. They just understood that this guy turned them down, that they offered more money and he chose not to play there. But I have a lot of respect for that. AJ Green is sounding like he wants to do that. And if he wants to sign a team-friendly deal, then I say let's keep him. I don't think the second rounder or the third rounder is. I think if AJ Green wants to stay, let's let him stay. This is a great locker room presence. We've already seen what losing Andrew Whitworth is. So if AJ Green, in my last video, I told him not to sign the extension, but if he wants to stay here, we want to keep him. This is a high character player. This is not a locker room problem. And if he wants to stay in Cincinnati, then let's keep him here because he's a great locker room influence. And we've seen what losing somebody like Andrew Whitworth or a locker room leader does. Okay. That was the letting Andrew Whitworth walk was the biggest free agent blunder in the last 5 years that this team has done. By far, it affected us more than anything, and we love Whit, and I don't blame him, but he was the similar type of player. He was willing to take less money to be here, and we wouldn't pay him. So that's all on Mike Brown. Drake Kirkpatrick was hurt today. I really don't care. The only thing that losing Drake Kirkpatrick does is cost Mike Brown money, which doesn't bother me one bit. So pay Drake Kirkpatrick. I don't care if I don't see Drake Kirkpatrick on this team ever again. All right, so I really, that's not a loss to me if Dre's hurt. In terms of my biggest takeaway from today's game, and I probably should have mentioned this early on, you can hear, that I breathed a lot of smoke. I came back to fight wild spot fires around the neighborhood all day Saturday. But the biggest takeaway I got from this game is that our division's terrible. The Ravens should have completely blown us out. You win the rushing battle 270-30, and you only win by 6. There's something wrong. This is not a good division. The Browns have issues. The Ravens are not that good. We already know the Steelers are on their third-string quarterback. They're going to lose to the Chargers tonight. 8-8, 7-9 may win this division, and whatever team wins this division probably going to check out, be one and done first round of the playoffs. So that's my biggest takeaway from watching all this today, was that this division, our division, is by far the worst in football. So with that, I'm going to tell everybody to have a good week, and we'll catch you later. Hooday, everybody. And I'm going to end my videos every time with fuck Mike Brown until you sell the team. Okay? Take care, everybody.